Shalom Aleichem, Hebrew Torah 101, and we're going to name this video, Does the Torah Allow for Grape? You guys all know what I'm referring to when I say grape. I don't want to use the R word and, get banned. So if I say the word grape, it's in relation to the R word. Now we're in Deuteronomy chapter 22. And first, before we get down to verse 28, which is the key verse, we're going to go start at 22 and work our way down to see scenarios, statutes as we call them, about each of these situations here. So verse 22 states, Ki yimase ishache im isha be'urlat ba'al umetu jam shenehim. Ha'ish ha'shocheim ha'isha we ha'isha. So if he should be found, a man lying with a woman that is possessed by a husband, or in other words, she's married to a man, both of them should die, the both of them. The man lying with the woman and the woman. Why is this happening? Because this is what we call adultery. All right? Clear as day. So we can move on to verse 23. Ki ihye na'ara bethula me'oratha le'ish u'metha'a ish ba'ir u'shechab imah. If it should be a young woman that is a bethula, which is a virgin. Bethula means not only is she of marriageable age, but she has never had sex with a man. But she's me'orasa, she's engaged to a man. So we have a virgin that is engaged to a man. And he find her, a man, in the field and lie with her. Now verse 24 is in connection to verse 23, so we're not going to separate them in context. So this reads, Hosethim et shenehim il sha'a ha'ir hahi. So you should bring the both of them towards the gate of that city. Hothiqaltim otham ba'abanim wa mithu. And you shall stone them with stones, and they shall die. The young woman, upon the matter which she did not call out in the city, and the man upon the matter which he has humbled the wife of his neighbor. Okay, this is what we call, again, adultery. This is consensual sex. When she doesn't cry out, that means she also likes this man and he likes her, and they decided to lay with each other. Okay, and because of that, both of them are going to be stoned because this is called adultery. Verse 25, if in the field he finds the man, if a man finds the woman, a woman that is engaged, and he strong arms her, so to speak. Okay, this word hazak means to be strong. All right, this is what we call a hifil verb stem in biblical Hebrew. It's intensified. All right, this is a negative connotation here. All right, this is what we would call the R word or grape for this video. Okay, so we have a man finding a woman that is engaged. She's engaged to a man, and he sees her, and he takes her by force. All right. Ha'ishwe shecha'ima, and the man, he lies with her. Umith ha'ish asher shecha'ima lebado. All right. He should die. The man should die. The one that lay with her by himself. Why? Because he's the one that forced himself onto her. She was not with this, and the next verse shows us that. Again, verse 26 goes with verse 25, so we have وَإِلَّا النَّعَرَّ لَوْ تَعَسِّ دَبَارٍ. To the young woman, you should not do a thing. In la na'ara hit'a mawith. There's no sin in the young woman for death. Ki ka arsha yakum ish alrehu urithahu nefish. For when he raises up a man upon his neighbor and he murders him. All right. Kin hadabar hazeh. So is this thing. So it's the same manner of a man raising upon his neighbor and murdering him. When a man grapes a woman, when he forces himself on a woman, it's the same matter of this situation here. All right. So that's very key. So lock that in your mind there. Verse 27. Ki bathade me tha'a. For in the field he found her. And the young woman, she cried out. The woman that is engaged, she cried out. But there was no savior for her. Nobody was there to save her. So she cried out. She was not with this. She said, hey, somebody help me. Somebody's, doing something heinous to me. But nobody could help her. So there is no fault. There is no hit. There is no sin in her for her to be put to death. Verse 28. Now this is the key verse that we were working our way down to. Ki yim tha'ish na'ara bethula arshelo orasa. So we have, if he should find, a man should find a young woman that is a bethula. She is a virgin, meaning she hasn't had sex with a man ever in her life. And she's not engaged to another man. And he takes her and he lies with her. Now, the word tefas doesn't mean to deal with her in a violent manner like this word does, okay? It's almost like, hey, I met this girl and I took her to the movies. I took her out on a date, okay? Same manner there. When we use the word took, we don't say, oh, what you mean you took her on a date? You mean you snatched her up against her will? Everybody knows in the context of when a man is speaking like that it was consensual. She liked him, he liked her, and he took her on a date. All right, he took her and laid with her. Wainim sa'u, and they be found, they are discovered, meaning both of them in the act, because it's consensual on both ends. Wainathan ha'ish. Hashakhe le abi hanara hamishin kathif. So he should put the man that lay with her to the father of the young woman 50 shekels. Welo tehiyele ish, and she should be for him. And for him she should be a wife. Tahat ashe ina lo yuha shaleha. Because he have humbled her and he could not send her all the days of his life. So they're forever married. All right. So because he decided to spit game to the young woman and not go to her father first and, do it in the right manner and lay with her, and she's a virgin and not engaged. Now they have to be married together for the rest of their lives. He can't just divorce her. That last law we read goes hand in hand with Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. And we read, so if a man entices a woman, spit some game to her, Bethula ashelo orasa. And she's a Bethula, again, a virgin, and she's not engaged. And he lays with her, a diary he should pay for. He should surely pay and be for him a wife. Now, if the father surely refuses her father to give her to him, shekels he must weigh the price of the virginity. So no, the Torah does not allow for